Goldie the Goldfish's magical midnight transformation. Goldie the Goldfish's secret transformation. Once upon a time, in a cozy little house on Willow Lane, there lived a goldfish named Goldie. Goldie spent her days swimming in a small round fishbowl on the kitchen counter. She loved watching the world outside, the sunlight streaming through the window, the family eating dinner, and the cat Whiskers napping on the couch. But Goldie had a secret. Every night, when the moon rose high in the sky, something magical happened. As the clock struck midnight, Goldie felt a strange tingling sensation. Her fins shimmered, and her tiny fish body began to change. Her tail transformed into delicate, glittering scales, and her fins grew into graceful arms. By the time the transformation was complete, Goldie was no longer a goldfish. She was a tiny mermaid, no bigger than a teacup. Goldie's fishbowl became her underwater palace, filled with glowing seaweed and sparkling pebbles. She would swim through the water, her long golden hair flowing behind her, and sing songs that only the moon could hear. But Goldie longed to explore the world beyond her bowl. One night, as she gazed out the window, she noticed a small crack in the fishbowl. Water began to trickle out, and Goldie knew she had to act fast. Using her tiny mermaid strength, she pushed herself out of the bowl and landed on the counter with a soft plop. "Now what?" Goldie whispered, looking around. The kitchen seemed enormous from her tiny perspective. She spotted a trail of water droplets leading to the sink and decided to follow it. As she made her way across the counter, Goldie encountered Whiskers the cat, who was wide awake and staring at her with curious green eyes. "Well, well," Whiskers purred. "What do we have here?" Goldie's heart raced. "Please don't eat me, Whiskers. I'm just trying to get to the sink." Whiskers tilted his head. "Eat you? Don't be silly. I've always wondered why you were so special. Now I see. You're a mermaid." Goldie blinked. "You're not going to tell anyone, are you?" Whiskers chuckled. "Your secret's safe with me, but let me help you. The sink is a long way for someone your size." With Whiskers' help, Goldie reached the sink and climbed into a small puddle of water. "Thank you, Whiskers," she said. "You're a true friend." From that night on, Goldie and Whiskers became unlikely companions. Whiskers would help Goldie explore the house, and in return, Goldie would sing him lullabies to help him sleep. They discovered hidden treasures, a shiny spoon under the fridge, a forgotten marble under the couch, and even a tiny seashell in the garden. One night, Goldie decided to venture outside. The moon was full and the garden sparkled with dew. She waded through the grass, marveling at the flowers that towered above her. "This is amazing," she said. But as she reached the edge of the garden, she heard a faint splashing sound. Curious, she followed the noise and found a small pond, its surface glistening in the moonlight. Goldie's eyes widened. "It's like a whole new world." She dove into the pond, her mermaid tail shimmering as she swam. The pond was filled with tiny fish, glowing algae, and even a family of friendly frogs. "Welcome, Goldie," said the eldest frog. "We've been waiting for someone like you." Goldie spent the night exploring the pond, making new friends and discovering hidden wonders. But as the sun began to rise, she knew it was time to return home. "Thank you for everything," she said to her new friends. "I'll be back soon." With Whiskers' help, Goldie made it back to her fishbowl just in time. As the first rays of sunlight touched the water, she transformed back into a goldfish. But she knew that when the moon rose again, her magical adventures would continue. From that day on, Goldie's life was filled with wonder. By day, she was a cheerful goldfish swimming in her bowl and watching the world go by. By night, she was a tiny mermaid exploring the house, the garden, and the magical pond. And though her adventures were secret, they made her heart glow brighter than ever. If you like the story, please like and subscribe for daily video uploads.